right. With me right now is soul singer Femi Leye, and he'll be serenading us this morning with this beautiful song, Shishe. Right, Femi Leye? All right, so I'll just let you be back.
Yára dìde, iṣẹ́ lògùn iṣẹ́. Yára dìde, ọ̀rẹ́ lọ wá ṣẹ́ṣe. Yára dìde, iṣẹ́ lògùn iṣẹ́. Yára dìde, ọ̀rẹ́ lọ wá ṣẹ́ṣe. Ṣiṣẹ́, ṣiṣẹ́, má ṣeré, ṣeré. Ṣiṣẹ́, 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 ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Ṣiṣẹ́, ṣiṣẹ́, má ṣeré, ṣeré. Ṣiṣẹ́, 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 ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o. Yára dìde, iṣẹ́ lògùn iṣẹ́. Yára dìde, ọ̀rẹ́ lọ wá ṣẹ́ṣe. Yára dìde, iṣẹ́ lògùn iṣẹ́. Yára dìde, ọ̀rẹ́ lọ wá ṣẹ́ṣe. Ṣiṣẹ́, ṣiṣẹ́, má ṣeré, ṣeré. Ṣiṣẹ́, 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 ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Ṣiṣẹ́, ṣiṣẹ́, má ṣeré, ṣeré. Ṣiṣẹ́, 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 ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Ṣiṣẹ́, ṣiṣẹ́, má ṣeré, ṣeré. Ṣiṣẹ́, 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 ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Ṣiṣẹ́, ṣiṣẹ́, má ṣeré, ṣeré. Ṣiṣẹ́, 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 ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
The song keeps going in my head. So let's sing it one more time.
Ṣiṣẹ́,
Yeah?
ṣiṣẹ́, má ṣeré, ṣeré. Ṣiṣẹ́, 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 ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Ṣiṣẹ́.
Or is that like a dance to it?
Yeah. So I call it the workers' anthem.
Workers' anthem.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what inspired the Shishe song?
Okay, I grew up with my parents having like this small farm
Oh,
here in
okay.
Lagos, and we used to go to the farm early in the morning. And you know, my mom usually sings all these songs just to, you know, prep her and make her work harder.
Yeah.
And right now in
So your mom does all the work, why you guys just stand?
no, I'm also on the farm. You know,
Oh, okay.
I'm a farm boy. You know, so I realized that you know, this time and age, we don't really have that song that really propels people to work. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
and that is traditional. So I
okay.
decided to just write the song. And
Shishe.
Shishe came
What
up.
does Shishe mean?
Shishe means work.
Work.
Work, work.
You
don't
gotta
play.
work, you gotta
Yeah,
work hard.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you're doing, whatever
Yes.
it is you have passion for. Oh, fantastic, great one.
thank
Okay, so Femi Leye, what do you have cooking?
Okay,
I
so
hear there's a live album.
yeah. So my live concert was just over a month ago,
Oh, okay.
and it was actually a live recording. A lot of people didn't know that, but it was a great show. It was an amazing show. It was a sold-out show. It was really, really exciting. So the album drops tomorrow,
Oh,
and I'm very
fantastic.
excited. It's my first live
And
album.
you hear it
yeah.
here first on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
exclusive. So it drops tomorrow, I think 12 midnight tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm very, very excited because this is by far my best work yet. You know,
Wow.
it's a different ball game when you get into the studio and you make music, you know, in different patches. But when you're on stage with the band, the energy, the adrenaline, everything is just all put together, and I'm really, really, really proud of it. you know.
Wow.
So yeah, I can't wait for it to drop.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Any collaborations on the live album?
Yes, I have one with an amazing singer, Naomi Mark. She was the runner-up of one of the
Singing
competitions. Yeah,
competitions,
so but also going into the future, I have a lot of collaborations coming up. I don't want to jinx anything, but I have some very, very cool artists that I really, really want to work with. Brimo, Falano, you know, all these
Oh,
amazing
Brimo.
people. You know, so yeah, we're already working on it, and also some international collaborations very, very soon.
If there's one international artist you'd really like to work with, who would it be?
Gary Clark Jr. The amazing thing is that he has reached out
Okay,
to
sorry,
me
I've
to
never
work.
heard that before.
Okay, he's
That's
the new king of blues.
Oh,
I'm sure you
okay.
know BB King. Yeah, so it's the new King of Blues, and we're already talking about doing something together. You know, probably John Mayer, not all the popular guys, but like very, very amazing musicians. So yeah,
right.
If Jay-Z calls me, why am I not to say yes?
Why not?
You know,
why not?
Call me, man.
All right, talking about your genre of music, it's not exactly popular in this part of the world.
Yeah.
So how do you get people to be involved? How do you get people into your world, like into your world of music?
So my sound is basically African sounds and contemporary vibes on top of it. So like I think people can relate to it on that African level, on that ethnic level.
Okay.
You know, apart from music is obviously a universal language. So
True, yeah.
regardless of the fact that I'm singing in Yoruba or sometimes I'm singing in English, people can understand and can feel the music. So that's why I have fans that are 5 years old, I have fans that are 70, you know. So people can actually relate to the music. And then the stories, the songs, they're very, very simple to learn, you know. You can hear Shishe now. It's
Shishe.
very, you know,
I
have
like
a
the
song
song.
called Where, I have Ayo, you know. So they are very, very straight songs, you know. I have a new song called Ife too. So they are like very, very straight to the point songs. So I feel like anyone and everyone can actually, you know, relate to my music anywhere around the world.
Oh, fantastic stuff. Yeah. All right, I'm personally looking forward to the live album, and I think it's the first of its kind. I know a lot of, I don't know if is it first of its kind?
Well, Asha has done one.
Oh, Asha,
yeah,
okay.
But she's the only one I know that has done a live album.
Yeah,
but
because it's the first time I'm hearing about a live album.
Yeah, but
so in my head, I'm like, what's this about? What's it about? I mean,
you know.
I'm totally, you know.
So basically, what we did was to record the concert from top to bottom.
Okay.
So like, you know, the way it was, you know, the energy, everything, the rising and everything, we just recorded it and we were just putting it out like that.
Okay, so everyone who's going to be there is going to be in for an amazing time.
Yeah, yes.
All right, so after the live album, what's next?
I'm going to go on tour.
Okay.
By the grace of God. My management, they are really working hard on that to do like a tour outside Nigeria and also in West Africa,
okay.
You know, in Europe, in America. So we're doing that. Then definitely I'm getting back into the studio for my sophomore album. It doesn't have a title yet, but we have we have a template. So I'm very excited.
Your first album, tell me about it. How was the response?
Wow. Okay, so the fact that I'm an Afro jazz musician, that by itself it's a blessing. Because I'm not pop, but for people to actually respond to the music the way they did, I was really, because my first 2 singles were instrumental songs.
Great.
So they were like not vocal songs. It was until like release Ayo I started really singing. So, but then the response has been amazing. So you can imagine the future is just very great at this point. For people to actually people are open to different kind of music, and then you know. You want to wake up in the morning and listen to something that will actually uplift your spirits. Yes,
I think it's the fear with upcoming artists generally, except especially for Afro jazz artists like you who are not the R&B, you know, R&B and the rest of them. You know, that's what's acceptable to a lot of people. That's what a lot of people love. And then Afro jazz, you're like, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? So it's a 50-50. Your fingers are crossed.
But it is working. It is working. It is making a lot of sense, and a lot of people are really getting into the music. They you know, there's fun in diversity, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why I actually love what I do, because I'm not, you know, doing what everybody is doing. I'm just doing what I love to do.
And it's working.
And it's working by
and
the grace of
people are
God.
appreciating it,
Exactly.
which is very important.
I'm very excited about that.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was so nice of you to join us again. So one more time, let's dance to Shishe. All right, thank you so much, Femi Leye. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure having you join us this morning. If you do not know Femi Leye, go out there, get his album, and try to be a part of his live album, which is tomorrow. Thank you so much, Femi, once again. And that will be all for the Femi Leye session. Let's go over to the kitchen and see what Beyonce and Mary are cooking.
Thank you very much, I love live music, so this is exciting for me. Chef Beyonce is still busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're about to cook the beef with olive oil. Why are you excited? Why are you excited like this?
I cannot be excited in peace again.
No, you can't be excited in peace. You have to fill me in on the excitement.
Wow.
Tell me why you're excited.
Okay, I'm just looking at what you're up to.
Yeah, so we are building up the aromatics. This is onions and garlic.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do this. I mostly cook with onions and garlic, just to build the flavor profile of whatever you're cooking. So yes, when this begins to cook and it releases the smell, you know, yes, you're ready. Like what you're starting to cook is ready to go in.
You're talking about garlic. Many people don't like garlic.
Well, I don't know why. I never used to like garlic myself until I started cooking, and I realized garlic is very good. It's aside being flavorful, it has its own health benefits, and you know, we really need to use more of it while cooking. But if you really do not like garlic, you know, you can just grate it, or use garlic powder.
But just make sure the garlic is there.
Yeah, try and make it, you know, it's good. Garlic is really good. It has its own benefits, you know. It also aids digestion. You know
what I'm just waiting for?
What?
I'm just waiting for the black pepper.
Okay.
The unmistakable black pepper.
Okay.
So at what point does that one come in, or not yet?
Yeah, it's coming about right shortly, you know. Right now, can you perceive the smell? It has this unique aroma. So if you're not smelling it yet, don't continue, don't proceed. So right now we can smell it. So yes.
Oh, so you have to wait for the smell to proceed.
Yes. Like I said, you're building aromatics, you know. So yeah, let's go. Let's continue with our beef.
Beyonce, you said we were going to cook this one. Oh?
Yes, we are cooking it.
So what is happening?
Isn't it being cooked? It's on its way of being cooked. So a little bit of salt.
I'm not seeing water. And
There's no water now. There's olive oil now. Okay, what we are doing now, right now, we are stir frying it. We are stir frying it. So this is Italian seasoning. I used to work in an Italian restaurant, so I have more affiliations with the Italian cuisine. Yeah, and the unmistakable black pepper, like she has said.
I was expecting that one.
You know.
Well, right about now, we're going to go on a commercial break, and of course, we'll be right back. Okay, so we are back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
The meat is coming out nicely.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what we make of this. But in the meantime, we have to give you something very interesting, something that will definitely get your week in a great way. I'm going to connect you right now with Yomi and Titi with Oluwa Kaponeski, a.k.a. Mommy Dayo.
Oh, my goodness.
I have to say, we've been waiting for this guy for like the past
2 weeks.
And we're like, okay, when he finally comes, what exactly are we going to ask? We're like,
first we'll ask him where he has been.
How do you interview a guy like this?
We'll ask him where he has been in the last 2 weeks, because it seems like he's been pretty busy.
But I think you should watch a little clip first to see exactly who we're talking about.
Hello, darling. Your mother is at the door. Baby, you did not tell me that your mother is coming. She's coming in peace. Okay. Hold on 1 second, man. Move back, move back. You want to open the door for me? It's your mother that is disabled. You cannot come and carry my bag for me. I bet you born children that will carry my bag. Did you born children? Come on, nonsense. Say the old ass is smelling. Show your best in Uleni. Did you shit in this house? I'm here to stay for 2 years. I don't want trouble. Where's my son? He's not at home. Bitch boy. Zamne, flawless, my diamond, flawless. This rock, flawless. You don't have shite, flawless. I woke up like this. Hello, darling. Your mother is at the door.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, dear me.
So we have Mama Toby.
Or a.k.a. Oluwa Kaponeski. Did we get the pronunciation right?
Yeah.
We did?
You guys did.
Okay. Welcome.
So first, where have you been? It looks like you've been pretty busy. You've become an Instagram sensation. So there's a lot going on right now. Yeah. And I know that, you know, you were in Abuja just last week.
Yeah,
and, so it's been a busy period for you.
Busy. I was just in Abuja. I was with the Big Church guys.
they donated a fire ambulance to the firefighters.
Wow.
So we're just out there to kind of, support, appreciate those guys for their selflessness. So it was very, very busy for me.
Now, I know that people will say that you're a very strange person because here you are, sitting here, you're not just, you're not hiding your beards or hiding the fact that you're a man, but you're dressed
as a woman.
As Mama Tobi.
Yeah.
Can you explain how you came up with this concept and this character that you give us on Instagram?
Mama Tobi was something I made of my mom. You know, African women, you know, the mannerism and everything they do. You know, so I remember starting. I was first of all just doing like just regular videos, just being myself. And, you know, I knew I had to create something different, something that, you know, people would see and people would say, oh, this is that guy, you know, and you know, the closest thing, because I'm this kind of person, I don't look too far. I try to look close. And the closest thing I could find to me was my mom. And, you know, I was lucky to stay with my mom when I was growing up because my dad was not around, he was in the States. So my mom was like the dad and mom to me. So I was seeing like different sides and, you know, she was the only one I was looking at. You know, so it was very easy for me to say, this is what I want to use. You know, and my name is Tobi, a lot of people don't know.
Oh,
you know,
your
so,
name is Tobi? Wow. Okay,
so basically, you're just channeling your mom.
So basically, I was just like Tobi. The mom is Mama Tobi, and I just did it. And I still meet a lot of people that like, Mama Tobi, what's your real name? You know? And I'm like, you just said my name.
Oh.
You know, but it's been like an amazing journey.
So when did it start? When did this journey start?
Started like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Actually, when I started with like what I was using in that video, like the towel.
Okay.
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 But then when I started doing it, it got more funny. And people started liking it. And then I was doing it for a long time. My mom did not know about it.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't tell my mom. And then I told my sisters, I was like, don't tell my mom about this.
Okay.
So there was a day I went to the house. And when I went to the house, she was just sitting down. I went to her, she didn't greet me.
Wow.
I was like, Mommy, good afternoon. You know when I did that, I was like, So I was like, what's wrong? So I went upstairs to my sisters. I was like, what's going on with Mom? And they were like, oh, she's mad. She saw your videos. I was like,
How did she see them?
You know, I was like, how did she see it? And I went downstairs. I was like, Mom, what's up now? She was like, oh, so you think you're fooling me? You are fooling yourself.
Wow.
You know, but things started picking up. Like there was one time like 3 people saw her at the mall and they went to her like, oh my God, you're Kakuleski's mom. So they started taking pictures.
Oh.
And I think that was when she knew things got real. And you know, I went on one day and she just gave me this outfit.
Really? She gave you this outfit?
Yeah.
And you've been wearing it.
Okay, so maybe she didn't like the towel thing.
Yeah.
So she wanted to cover her son
up.
up.
This color too.
It looks good on you though, funny enough.
She just gave it to me. She was just
it does.
I was like, this will work.
Okay, so did you expect that, you know, going on Instagram, did you expect that things would pick up the way that they have, having over 200,000 followers and all of that?
Yeah, things picked up pretty fast. I wasn't expecting the reception. You know, I remember when it started, I was just like, maybe not. But then things started picking up. You know, and I remember I did my first show, and then some guys from Nigeria hit me up to do something for them, and I got paid like 2 million, and I was like, just to go and carry 2 million.
Wow.
I went to go so more.
Okay, so I know there must be a story there because you're an actor, right? Essentially, that's what you do. Yeah. But what's your acting career actually been like before Mama Tobi came into it? Yeah. What were you doing?
I think Mama Tobi opened up a doors for people to see a whole other aspect of me.
Okay.
And I think that was what Instagram did. And I think it's been helpful, you know, because a lot of people see me more now as an actor. People call me for shows, and I'm working a lot of stuff right now. Okay. You know, I'm actually shooting recently, presently, sorry. You know, so it's been an amazing journey.
Okay. I have to stop you there. We have to go to the kitchen. It seems like Mary and Beyonce are cooking up a storm.
That's Beyonce from Big Brother?
Yes, it is.
Yes, now Beyonce from Big Brother can cook very well.
The way she said it, Beyonce from Big Brother, like I've been cooking for a year too.
I've been cooking since last
Well, right now we are cutting the bell peppers. Yes. Like I said, the quesadillas is like a closed pizza, so we'll need the bell peppers for a little bit of color and a little bit of flavor also. So after the bell peppers, we're cutting a bit of chilies also. The chilies is to provide heat to your food. You know, the heat is good for your food. And Nigeria, there's this adage they say in in Yoruba that I'm sorry, my Yoruba is quite, you know, shaky. It's a Emeti Onjata. I don't know how to say it, but anyway.
Just don't transfer it to me.
They used to say somehow that you have to eat pepper because you're a man. Yeah. I don't know how they say it. But yes, we're cutting our bell pepper, our chilies. And
we should have a, in fact, the aroma of this is amazing.
Yes, the aroma. Yes, we want to steam it a little because just in case you stir fry the beef and it's not soft enough, just add a little bit of water to it.
Finally, we add water.
Yeah, and that is because I want it really, really tender, really tender. So we're just going to, we're more of steaming than cooking the beef. We're not cooking the beef. We're just steaming it to become more tender and, you know, very, very nice and very edible. Meanwhile, our chilies are in place.
Okay.
The chilies are coming together. Okay. And after the chilies, we have the cucumbers. We're cutting the cucumbers and the tomatoes, and really everything is just coming together. And we grate the mozzarella cheese. We're layering it on our tortilla wrap. She called it chapati, but this is not chapati. This is tortilla. Chapati
I didn't call it chapati on the show. I called it before the show. Well, and he corrected me. I can't believe you just
chapati is like an Indian flatbread.
Yes.
You know. This is tortilla, you know. You have the corn tortilla.
About the same thing. What's the difference?
Well, this is made from, you know, the corn flour, you know. It's more of, while the chapati is like the Indian flatbread. They use a chapati flour, you know, while this one you either use wheat flour or you use normal flour. You could actually even make this at home, you know.
Really?
Yes, you could. And we'll be making a flatbread. We'll be making a flatbread sometime next week.
I'm very interested in that one.
Sometimes next week.
Okay, we'll get back to Kaponeski and Yomi and Titi right now while we try to finish cooking breakfast.
Now, Kaponeski. Or can I call you Toby?
Yeah, you can call me.
I feel like, you know, I'm kind of, you know, understanding the connection between the character and your background in acting.
My personal,
So was this always what you wanted to do, or did you have something else planned?
Actually, I had something else planned, but I'm this kind of person, when I do something for so long, it gets boring. Like, I want to do something else. I want to do so many things.
So what were you? Were you a banker, or what were you doing?
I was actually a student.
Okay.
And then I joined the Marines.
Really?
So, yeah. So it was between that transition, because I was in school and I was just working one day, and like these guys just called me. They were like, "Hey, come, like, do you want to join the U.S. Marine?" And I was like, "What's in it for me? You know, what's about?" And they were like, "Oh, you're gonna travel. We're gonna pay for your school." And that was when I was like, "You guys are gonna pay for my school?"
Oh yeah.
Sign me.
Okay.
You know, and I went home. I told my mom, and she was like, "God, you want to join the military? You want to go and die in Afghanistan? God forbid, Funke!" You know, she started freaking out.
Who's Funke?
You know, Funke is the imaginary name the African would ask her when you do something stupid. Like, what did you do? Funke! You know, so it was very good. She was like, "No, it's not gonna happen." But then you know, I just did it. Like, I talked to the guys.
So how long were you in the Marines for?
I was in for 5 years.
5 years?
5 years?
Yeah.
Where did you go? Did you actually get any?
Yeah, Afghanistan, Uganda, Djibouti, Burundi. I was in Burundi when that coup happened, like 2015.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Burundi, Spain, Italy.
Wow. Wow.
Germany, and that's it. Yeah.
So after the 5 years, you just decided.
After the 5 years, I was just like
to do something else.
Because I had a plan. I was going to do 4 years.
Yeah.
So, but I was deployed, so they made me extend for 1 more year. So after I did that, my 5th year, I was like, I'm going back to my country.
All right.
So now you're back and you're an internet sensation, and nobody knew this background.
Yeah. Is this the first time you're telling people?
No, some people know. A lot. Like when I was on Instagram, when I deployed in 2014, I was deployed for like 9 months. Some people knew I was going away because I was doing skits then. So I was just going away, and people were like, "This guy's going away." This guy, you know. So a lot of people knew, but it was good for me.
So does this mean you have like a U.S. audience, different from the core Nigerian audience?
Definitely.
Wow. And what's the kind of response that you get from there?
So like with the jokes, it takes them a lot more time to understand and comprehend the joke. But you know, it's something like you just have to explain. You know, laughter is universal.
Yeah,
it's not just, you know, somebody can do something in another country and you can still laugh at it. Some people don't even say anything. You laugh, you know, so they understand. And
all right, so I want to go into a touchy area now because, you know, there is the whole issue of being a cross-dresser. There's the whole issue of you being a man's man. You were a Marine.
Yeah.
So where this conflict, there is quite a bit of a conflict of interest there. So what's the response you've been getting from the audience in that regard?
So far, so good. It's been amazing. I've never really had any issues with the. I've never really had any issues with the you know, with the conflict. And I think that's because a lot of people see that this guy can be he can be who he wants to be. He can do different. He can switch. He can do different things. You know, like if I have to go back to the States and be a Marine, I can do it. If I have to stay here and be a comedian, I can do it. If I have to, you know, so. And I think people said, and I think that's the thing about me, like people, I can do so many things. Because I don't, because Mama Tobi is not one of my only characters that I do. You know, I do the pilots, Captain Billy Rasaki.
Wow.
I do the Sugar Mommy stuff. I do the bad mother-in-law stuff. You know, a bunch of characters like that.
The bad mother-in-law.
Yeah, the one we just saw. So, you know, I try to like let people know that there's no limit on what you can be and what you can actually do if you really have the passion and you want to get it done. You know, just.
So what are you going to do for us this morning? Which of the characters? You mentioned
a monologue. A monologue.
Maybe Mama, or maybe I do actually. I have this character that people like, this Taylor episode.
Oh, okay.
You know, that one is pretty good too.
All right.
It's pretty good.
So you wanna take a camera and take it away? That's your camera. No, this one right here. That one right there.
So the mother-in-law one that I do is like when customers come, and you know African tailors just knock, back, and just when Mama, the tailor opens the door. So she's like, Sister Leonardo, good afternoon, ma. Why am I seeing you today? You want to sew clothes? Wow, are you doing something? You are getting married. Oh my God, Sister Leonardo, I'm so happy for you. How old are you now? 37. And you are still sewing clothes. Instead of you to do it in the house, nobody should know. You are sewing clothes. Anyway.
We have to wrap up, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we're going to be taking the news in a moment with Ugochi, and then we'll be right back.